Hi, back in the barn again today, looking at the transmission brake, the drum brake on the transmission. While I've got it off, I'm going to replace the shoes. These look a little bit worn out. So got some nice new ones in there, going to pop those in. Also, while this was off, give it a little scrub down and painted it up with some brake caliper paint. Didn't really need it, just to make it look nice. And also the expander, this here, two little rollers in it, and I appear to have lost one, so I've had to replace the whole unit, which is that little piece there. Nice shiny new one. That's also going to go in. So this here just goes in the back plate, this little slot here, and is retained by three little of these little clips, just held in from the back. Don't think it's handed, so it just pops through the little gap and is held in place, as I said, with these three little clips. So yeah, these clips, they just slide on. 1, 2, and the third one just clips it nicely in place. So there's those clips nicely all in place, holding the new expander block in just there. That's the old adjuster block, just at the bottom there. Just going to put some grease on that. That's rather dry from where I've cleaned it, so just put some grease on that, and then we can put the shoes on. So just a little bit of copper grease, slide that all over, slide them back in. Just a little bit more inside there. Just realised it's probably sense to put the back plate back on the transmission case before we put all the brake shoes in. So there's four bolts just to be tightened up for the back plate. Those there, and the last two with this little plate goes on there. Tighten those up. They are 52 foot-pound torque, I think that's what the manual says. So I'll tighten those up with the torque wrench, and then I'll put the brake shoes back on. Makes a bit more sense doing it that way. And there's both the shoes put in place. That is the leading edge, the bigger gap. So the bigger gap on that side there as well. The rotation is anti-clockwise on these, looking from the back. Both the springs there, a little bit of effort actually just to put them on. I just put them both together and then just physically pulled it apart, put them in the two little slots either side. So the brakes are all nicely on. Now let's just put the drum back on and hopefully adjust them, and off we go. A little bit difficult to this holding the camera. There's the drum, just need to slide that on. The studs there, it's all adjusted so it slides on nicely. I'll just put the camera down then and I'll show you it in place. There we go, all in place, and then two little titanium screws just to hold the drum in place, as so. Once all that's back in the car, and then we can attach the handbrake cable and actually adjust the drum brake so it's nicely on when the handbrake's pulled. So I'll leave it there. I'll get this transfer box back in the car and then we'll adjust it.